This weekend sees a Manchester double live on Setanta. On Saturday, West Brom travel to Old Trafford, they take on United. Then City take on Newcastle. That's on Monday evening. And we've set up 2 Pikums for each game, so you can listen to what we've got to say and test your predictions against us just by clicking on the link below this video to take you to the Pikum website.
Now, Charlotte's on fire at the moment. She's predicted that Man United will beat Blackburn by 2 goals. Then also said that you said England had scored 3 against Belarus, didn't you? Now, let's see if she can continue this run. And remember to play yourself at the end by clicking on the links on the Setanta site. First of all, who do we think is going to win this game now? Be gentle with me here, Charlotte. I'm a West Brom fan.
Well, can you believe it though? West Brom 1 place below Manchester United in the Premier League table. Just 1 point, 1 place is separating them. But Manchester United didn't get off to a great start, did they, in the league? I think they're back on form now. 4 unbeaten games, including in the Champions League. I think they're going to show why they're champions. I think it's going to be 3-0 to Manchester United. So, of course, they're winning by 3 goals, and that's what I think the final scoreline will be. Sorry about that.
I slightly differ, and
no surprise.
Excluding any bias. West Brom do hold the ball very well. Our defence isn't that great. I'd love to say I could see us taking something from Man United as we did a few years ago. But I think we'll lose, but I think maybe 2-1. I think we'll be respectful, but again, so that would be 3 goals for me as well. But just the 1 goal winning margin.
Can you see, is it Baynes been doing very well for your team? There's no pressure on your team either.
No, there isn't, and you hope, don't you, that Rooney and Ronaldo are tired after the international games. We don't have so many international players, obviously, but it's too much to see us winning, I think, isn't it?
So you're thinking 2-1, I'm thinking 3-0. We'll have to see how that one goes. But I am thinking the champions are showing while they're champions. Wayne Rooney's back on scoring form. He's scoring for Man U, he's scoring for England. It must be all in the new haircut. Perhaps you should get some of your players to show their heads.
We both think Man United will take the league down, but when do you think it will happen?
Well, I think it will be quite earlier on. I think they'll get off, they'll be quite aggressive, they'll be attacking. I think it'll be the 23rd minute, the first goal will go in for Manchester United.
I think it was just after the half-hour mark it took them to break down Blackburn. I think West Brom may be slightly longer, but again, I see it coming before half-time, maybe about the 40th minute. I think. West Brom got Scott Carson in goal, good keeper. Do you see him keeping the score down? Well,
I think the average was 5 to 6 this season on target, and now Manchester United are back on form. I think it's going to be a bit higher than their average has been, so I can see about 8, I think.
8 shots on target. I think even more. I think a lot of keepers at Old Trafford, when United get in the groove, are going to be having even more shots on target. Double figures wasn't unusual last season. So I think maybe 10. Now then on to the next game, Newcastle-Man City on Monday night. Should be a good open game, you'd think, but Newcastle without Michael Owen, that's got to hurt them, hasn't it?
It's got to hurt them. We just found out that he's going to be out. He could miss the next 2 games, in fact. A massive blow. I think Newcastle won't beat Manchester City, even though they're at home. I think Newcastle struggle against pacey sides, and we know they've got
Man City bully teams who they should be.
If you've got, of course, Sean Wright-Phillips, he's on fire, he's very pacey, and Robinho, if he's fit, you could see them running rings around the Newcastle defence.
They really could.
And I could see the scoreline being, I think we're agreeing on this one, are we 2-0 to Manchester City? Or
I'd maybe even go 1 more, I'll trump you, I'll go 3.
3-0. So we both agree Newcastle aren't going to get any points at St James's on Monday night. Or any goals. We can see Manchester City walking away with all 3 points. Goals on target.
Shots on target, maybe?
Shots on target even. 5.70 average.
Yeah, I maybe go above. What are you thinking?
I'm still thinking above the average, but I'm thinking still about 7. I think 7 or 8.
I'd agree with you there. 7 or 8 would be my call there as well. Perhaps 8 I'll go with.
So that's what we think. Now let us know what you think. All you have to do is click on the link below this video. That will take you to the Pikum website, and you'll get awarded points based on the accuracy of your prediction. So if you don't get it completely right, you don't need to worry. You're still in with a shout as long as you're close.
The results will be published straight after the game, so log on to the Pikum site to see how you got on. And remember, the closest predictions wins the pot.
And remember, both games are being shown live on Setanta Sports 1. Saturday, it's Manchester United against West Bromwich Albion, and then Monday night, you can catch Newcastle taking on Manchester City.